What's going on YouTube? We're fasting. Just kind of like a little update, and also I want to talk about some of the health benefits that come along with fasting today. Let's get into the little update. So I think I'm into like my 4th week now, and I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, in terms of fasting, I'm feeling pretty good, but yesterday was a little bit of a rough day, which yesterday would be Monday, because me and my fiance, we had our engagement due on Saturday, and it was a good night. I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it a little bit too much though, because I had way too many drinks. Basically, every time I turned around, someone was just handing me a pint. There's a pint, here, there, and everywhere's a pint. I was just having one after the other, and I think we started at 2, started early doors, and then I think I made it to about 10:30. I don't even know how I managed that, but yeah, I was in a bad way. We had to get the cab to the station. Do not remember that at all. Literally got on the train. Unfortunately, threw up on the train. Awful. And then I don't remember the rest of the journey. Got in the cab to get to the house. Had to get out of the cab to throw up again. So not ideal. Not ideal at all. I mean, it was a blinding night. I had a great time. Thanks everyone that come. Really appreciated it. And I was just feeling a little bit rough though. I wasn't too bad on Sunday. Sunday was alright, like I kind of felt a bit fresh, but then yeah, it just hit me all yesterday. Absolutely killed me. But yeah, I'm back on it though. I went down the gym. That did make me feel a little bit better, to be fair. And then today I'm back on the fasting. So I think I stopped eating last night at about 9 o'clock. It is currently 12:10. And yeah, I'm feeling sweet. I've drunk plenty of water. Went and had a little sports therapy session today, so I had a nice little massage, all nice and limber now. I've got to go to work soon. Got to sit in the cab for what 9 hours. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to stiffen me back up. But once I get indoors, I'll do a little bit of stretching, which I'm trying to make that a habit now. Every time I get in from the cab, I start having a little bit of a stretch out, you know, because when you're sitting down, driving, shoulders get tight, all your chest gets really tight, and then it starts just hunching you forward, which obviously no one wants to look like that, do they? So yeah, come on, little stretch. Stretch out the lats, stretch out the chest, stretch out the older hip flexors, because obviously like I'm kind of just stuck at a seated position for like literally all that time, you know, especially today. Like I'm not even going to be stopping off to be getting any lunch, or dinner I should say, so I am literally just going to be sat in the cab. I'll get out, have a little walk, stretch my legs. Obviously I'll end up going to the toilet a lot today, so I always drink plenty of water, a couple of cups of coffee, black coffee that is. Get me ticked over. Well, to be fair, I was going to say for energy, but that's a lie. You know, that is one of the benefits when you're fasting, you know. Your body actually starts producing ketones after like, probably like 20 hours, 24 hours, your body starts producing ketones. And then that is basically what your body prefers using for fuel. You know, it's a much better fuel source than glucose is for you, you know. So your body actually really loves running off of ketones. And basically when you are doing that, you're basically just burning your own body fat for energy. That is how you produce ketones, you know. Like if you've got like quite a fatty liver, first of all it starts burning the fat off of your liver to produce as ketones. That's why people with fatty liver disease, they are told to fast every now and then, because it does actually reverse it, you know. It will actually completely get rid of the fatty liver, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. I remember watching who was it on YouTube? I think it was Dr. Jason Fung. Probably butchered his name, like I do with most people's names, to be fair. But yeah, like I think he's got a clinic up in Canada, And I think that's what they deal with, a lot of people that are type 2 diabetics and people with fatty liver disease. And I think there was a few other little things as well that they're trying to focus on. But yeah, like, I remember, I think a lot of it, I think they was, like they've had thousands of clients up there, and they've pretty much like got most of them, or nearly all of them, off of their diabetic medicine, like, so they're completely off of insulin. The people that did have fatty livers, they completely reversed the fatty liver. And I can't remember as well, there was one of the women that they worked with, I can't remember her name now, she was a doctor as well, and she had kind of the same type of problems when they first met, and she completely reversed the type 2 diabetes, fatty liver. I think she never had a proper menstrual cycle either, and she completely reversed that. Everything's gone back to normal now, literally just through fasting. It's amazing how much your body actually heals itself through fasting. You know, like, I think after 12 hours or so of fasting, your body starts producing a lot more of HGH, human growth hormone, which works wonders for your body. You know, some people actually inject themselves with it, you know, but if you just fast naturally, I think it's something stupid, like it spikes by like 1,000%, you know, and then the longer you fast, I think it does slowly start decreasing. But like the hormone, I'm just gonna say HGH because I'm gonna start getting muddled up and I'm gonna be going all over the place with it. But yeah, so HGH basically is so good for a lot of things, you know. It's obviously good for muscle building because the more what am I talking about now? See what I mean? The more human growth hormone that you've got in your body, you're obviously gonna it obviously goes towards building muscle, protein synthesis. So that was a reason why I have kind of started like weight training as well, with doing alternate day fasting. So I'll go down the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I'm fasting Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I mean, obviously there's going to be some Saturdays when I'm not going to be able to fast, obviously, probably because of plans like going out. Like last Saturday, obviously we had the engagement do, and there's going to be times we're going to be meeting up with friends, so it's not going to be able to happen. But I don't want to just lose weight. Like, I want to do like body recomp. Let's just call it a body recomp, because it's definitely not recompose. Recompensation? I don't know. But yeah, let's just call it a body recomp. So basically that's why I've started weight training. Because obviously I want to start building up some strength. Like, I do want to drop weight, but then obviously on the flip side of that, I do want to start building some muscle. I want to actually get some strength. I want to be strong. You know, I don't just want to be skinny. Who wants to just look slim? You know, like, that's not the look that I'm personally going for. Like, I've always been like quite a naturally broad geezer, you know, like even my brother, like he's never really lifted too many weights in his life, and he's quite naturally broad. So like, I wanna be strong with that, you know. I wanna look athletic, I wanna look lean, and I wanna look like I lift some weights, you know. If I've got a t-shirt on, I want you to see that, yeah, I do have some shoulders, and I do have a chest. But and that leads me on to another thing, like, you know, like, people think when you fast that your body is literally just going to break down all of your muscle for your energy, which clearly it doesn't, as we've already gone over, that your body starts breaking down its own fat for energy. That is, like, say, where the ketones come from. And then with HGH, you're obviously producing a lot more growth hormone, which is obviously gonna only help going towards muscle building. Surely, if it's spiking by like 1,000%, that is only gonna help when it comes to building muscle. Surely, and it will be quite interesting, to be fair, over the months, how I progress with the old weight training, because I basically started like a beginner program. So like, I've literally just lifted the bar to start with, and now I'm slowly, gradually, the weight, it just gradually increases week by week. So I'm hoping that after 6 months, I should be at a decent weight on the bar. Like hopefully I should be lifting some decent weight, which in turn, hopefully I should start taking shape. You know, my shoulders should start getting defined a little bit. Hopefully the chest, the back, the legs, and yeah, that is another reason as well, like why I wanted to do it, because it'd just be interesting to see how my body does look after, let's say, 6 months of lifting and doing alternate day fasting, and then how interesting it will look after a year of doing alternate day fasting and lifting. Because I'd like to put it out there basically, and just so you can see that you can achieve what you want to achieve. You know, like I want to achieve weight loss, but I also want to be strong at the same time. So it'd be interesting to see how that all pans out in the long run. But I've seen plenty of people online, you know, that they do intermittent fasting and they're in great shape. You know, they're in great shape. So it's obviously just a myth. It's been proven loads of times that, I mean, obviously, if you're fasting for like 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, I can imagine you are going to lose some muscle mass. But if you're only doing every other day, you're not going to. If anything, like it should increase your muscle mass because of HGH. Well, hopefully anyway, hopefully. But that's basically the little update, and hopefully you learned a little bit there with basically some of the benefits of fasting, you know. Like, it's not just a weight loss tool, it's very good for your general health, you know. Like, it's so good for you, it's so good for your skin, it's so good, especially people, like if you're losing a lot of weight, fasting is quite good for loose skin as well, you know. It's quite good, like apparently, I don't know how it exactly works, but like it produces, I can't remember where it was. It's gone now. But like, not that it eats itself, obviously, because that just doesn't make sense. But like it, like because you're kind of you're breaking down old proteins and then reproducing new proteins, your body is just obviously going to be a lot better at keeping your skin firmer. You know, that is a benefit to fasting, because it is a little bit of a worry, to be fair. Like, I don't know if I will get any loose skin. Fingers crossed I don't. But I got a few stretch marks on the old glove handles and that little bit on the lower belly, so it could well happen, and I hope it doesn't. But if it does, it does. Fingers crossed it don't, because I do want to just. Well, to be fair, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. Like, if you have a little bit of loose skin, it is what it is. It's better than being overweight. I'd much rather that than being overweight. You know, like people might judge you for it, but what does it really matter at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? If you're feeling fit and healthy, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Everyone, I mean, if you lose a drastic amount of weight, you're gonna have some loose skin. It's inevitable. I mean, and it comes down to your genetics as well at the end of the day. Some people have got better skin than other people, you know? Like, I've seen some people that are really big and like, big people, and you think they ain't even got any stretch marks. Like, you think, how is that possible? And then I've seen people that are really, really skinny and they're really slim, but they have stretch marks. So it does kind of just it all just comes down to your skin, really, doesn't it? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Everyone's completely different. It is what it is. But yeah, so I've got to get through the rest of the day fasting, which I don't really have too much problems, to be fair. Actually, going back to that, ketones are actually like an appetite suppressant as well. So like, you're not really craving a lot of stuff when you're running off of ketones and that. Like, you don't go, oh, do you know what, I fancy that little chocolate bar, or oh, that bag of crisps looking a little bit tasty over there. You just don't. And I think it is a mindset. It definitely does help. I think like when I started this alternate day fasting, I did kind of, my mindset changed, you know, because I was going from just eating everything and anything and as much of it as I like physically could, to now you're like, right, I don't want to eat everything. Don't literally want to eat everything, you know. And you think you would do when you think you've not ate for like basically a whole day, like you say 36 hours, you would think the next day that you will literally shove it in. But there's been studies done on that as well, you know, where people you just don't want to eat loads often. I think obviously it is probably a little bit of a mindset, because what is the point of doing alternate day fasting if you're trying to lose weight? If literally you fast for one day, stuff your face the next day, fast, stuff your face, so there's going to be no point to it. You're not going to reap the benefits of that, are you? Do you know what I mean? So I've got to admit, I'm not calorie counting, because I can't be bothered with calorie counting just yet, you know. Like if I need to calorie count, then I will start implementing that. But at the minute, I'm just kind of eyeballing everything, you know, with my meals. Like I'll kind of think, right, that's that many calories roughly, this is that many calories, and as long as I don't overeat, I know that that I'll be sweet and I'll lose weight. Like if I'm going through McDonald's drive-through and I'm eating 2 McDonald's meals in one sitting, I know that that's not going to be good for me, and I know I'm not going to shift weight. But if I go to the shop, come back, make myself some salmon wraps and that, I'm going to be absolutely sweet. Hold on, there's a knock at the door. Sat there, back. This literally happens every day. Bloody Piglet literally orders everything online. There's always stuff turning up at the door for the girl. It's another thing I say wrong as well. I think I say, is it ASOS? Or is it ASOS? ASOS I say, and it's ASOS, isn't it? Another thing that I always get wrong. And I don't even remember what I was talking about now. It's completely gone. Completely gone. It's like my short-term memory is terrible now, honestly. But that was it. I was talking about eating loads of rubbish, weren't I? Yeah, so like I said, yeah, I'm just kind of, yeah, I know if I go to the shop, I come back in and I'm cooking salmon, rice, veg. I know that that's a healthy meal and it's not too calorie dense. You know, if I sit there and I eat a whole salmon, 3 packets of rice, I know that's going to be a lot of calories. So I'm just kind of playing it by eye at the minute. And my first weigh-in will be next week. Next week? Yeah, the 6th of February I think I'm planning. I started on the 6th of Jan. So yeah, the 6th of February is going to be my first weigh-in. Which, like I say, I'm not going to get caught up on the weight side of things, because if I am lifting weights, you know, and as they say, muscle weighs more than fat. It's obviously just more dense than fat. But that can happen when you're weight training and trying to lose weight. The weight on the scales might not be changed too much, but if you're lifting, you tend to hold just a lot more water as well in your muscles, you know. So you're obviously going to weigh more. So that's why I don't really want to get caught up on the scale weight too much. I mean, me and the Piglet, we took some measurements. Like I think we done arms, chest, back, thighs, and I'm not too sure the date we done that. So I'll be doing that monthly as well, because that will be interesting to see. Because that's truly when you know you lost weight. Like if I'm kind of like the same weight, or I've lost £10, you know, but I've lost 5 inches off of my chest or 5 inches off of my waist, you know that you've obviously shifted some weight, which mentally is obviously going to work a lot better for you. So that is exactly what I am going to do. Nothing too mad on the old calorie counting, especially just yet anyway, like I say, because if I'm losing weight and I'm losing inches and that, then there's going to be no need for it. But maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5 months time or whatever, then I might start implementing it a little bit, you know. Like if I'm not actually losing weight or I'm not losing any inches, then I will start implementing the old calorie counting in, because I used to do it a little bit when I was younger, so I'm not too bad at it. I can do it. It's just a bit tedious, you know. Like when you're just revolving your whole life around just counting out your food all the time, it can get a little bit tedious, you know, and like mentally it's quite hard to keep on doing that, you know. And then when I do that, then I feel like I'm on a diet. Whereas at the moment, when I'm doing alternate day fasting, it's not a diet, it's an eating pattern. So I'm still eating whatever I want, but I'm just making healthier decisions with stuff. You know, look, once I start calorie counting, then in my head, I'll start thinking, hold on, nah, this is a diet. And then that's when I usually start struggling with things. So I don't want to get too involved in the whole calorie counting side of things. But let's see how we go. Yeah, the weigh-in's next week. So that'll be an interesting little video. Hopefully, I've lost some weight. I'll throw up a few pictures of what I'm looking like, to be fair. I mean, even the picture where I'm standing in front of the Christmas tree and the picture, I wore the same outfit on Saturday, so they're like, what, 3-4 weeks apart from each other. So I think that first picture in front of the tree was New Year's Eve. But what I'll do is I'll throw it up on the screen somewhere here, and you can see the difference already. You can see that I've shifted a little bit of weight, so the weigh-in next week will be quite interesting. Hopefully you guys will check that video out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, just me waffling basically, which I'm pretty good at. Anything with old pronouncing some long words though, probably gonna have a little bit of a struggle up, but we'll get there. Alright, sweet. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next week for the weigh-in, which I'm actually looking forward to. Hope you guys are as well. Sweet.